Seems like a week can't go by without another Disney Star Wars PR nightmare. The Rey movie, which as everyone knows is likely going to be another massive failure for Disney Star Wars, a movie that nobody wants, a character that no one's interested in, and a director who made sure to tell everybody that the only reason she's there is to promote activism. It wasn't that long after Charmin Obaid-Chinoy got announced that she said this: "It's about time we had a female filmmaker come forward to shape the galaxy far, far away." We've heard her talk about what she likes to do with her movies, how it's always about activism, activism, activism. Well, we got a report that came out yesterday, Jeremy, about what the potential title of the Rey movie might be. And people reacted accordingly. The Daisy Ridley-led Star Wars film will reportedly be titled Star Wars Episode 10, A New Beginning. Now, this was an exclusive by thecosmiccircus.com. Just for full transparency, very quickly after this happened, you had some people with actual pretty reputable sources at Lucasfilm. Jordan Mason, as much as I hate that dude, he's got me blocked. He has worked for StarWars.com. He works at Lucasfilm. He's a reputable source. He came out and said, no, it has never been the case. But this is enough to get people talking about this because we don't think there's going to be an episode movie, right? They pretty much came out and said that from the beginning. But the idea that a report like this comes out, it's just more of the same from Star Wars and specifically from Disney Star Wars over the past decade. Whenever you hear something stupid that comes out from them, you have to actually consider it.
Yes.
Because they might just fucking do it.
That is true. And I would not be surprised, like a new beginning. Didn't we just have a new beginning with the last fucking trilogy that you
Force
tried
Awakens?
Yeah, like didn't we just have like, oh, we're bringing new characters into the equation. We're bringing, you know, we have a new generation that we're bringing in, and now you fucked that one up so bad. Now you're in a position where you're going to need to do it all over again. I would not be surprised if this was at least on the discussion table for it to be in the title in some way, shape, or form, because that's the only way that they can market this. It can't be a continuation in perception wise. Continuation of what? The dog shit that everybody hated? You know what I mean? Like you have to put it out there like, we're rebooting it again, a soft reboot, you know, like we're reintroducing this all over again. What a disaster this is going to be. So the word is that this won't be an episodic film. Correct.
And it's not going to be episode 10. I'll actually go specifically to the response. This is the Cosmic Circus. Their highly reputable sources told them that it was going to be episode 10, A New Beginning. Editor's note, StarWars.com contributor Jordan Mason has stated on his X account that info from Lucasfilm directly has said the title Episode 9, A New Beginning is categorically incorrect. And while the working title is New Jedi Order as reported, they are denying the title, saying no other titles have been / are being used at this time. And again, I would pull this up right now, but of course, Jordan Mason's had me blocked for a long time. Fucking dude hates me. However, yeah, this is somebody who's like written for StarWars.com, who has worked for Lucasfilm, who actually has legitimate people that work there. I don't think that this is the fucking title.
I don't either, but I would not take this out of the equation of it being part of the discussion. I just wouldn't, because that is the narrative that they have to kind of go with. Like, this is an all new beginning now, everyone. Now that we fucked this up so bad, now it's a new beginning. Do you still think the Rey movie is actually happening?
100%. Yes.
I think there's no way it's not getting canceled, or they're
not.
Well,
I wouldn't say that. I would, again, like the idea that there's no way it doesn't get canceled with everything we've seen at Disney. I'm not going to say that, but I think they're very much committed to making this.
Okay.
1000%. Right. They didn't get what they wanted with Damon Lindelof. They switched writers. Obviously, then the writer's strike happened. They weren't able to write anything for 6 fucking months. And they've got Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. They cannot cancel this for the same reasons we've seen. It would be like seen as listening to the toxic fans, right? Like if they came out and canceled that thing.
Right. But the same argument for what you're saying, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but the same argument goes into the Rian Johnson trilogy. And while they've never officially announced that it's not happening, we know it's not happening. And that is a direct that is us listening to the fans' narrative. That is 100% that.
But that's a much different thing, right? Them saying right before Last Jedi comes out, hey, you know, Rian Johnson, we're lucky to have him. He's actually going to be working on his own trilogy at some point whenever he gets the time and, you know, an idea hits, whatever. That's way different than bringing out Daisy Ridley and Charmin Obaid-Chinoy at Disney Star Wars Celebration and talking about the era that it's going to be set in, talking about the overall plot for that's way different. Yeah. Like Rian Johnson has never had an outline for a movie that he wants to make, period.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
This should be the title of the Rey movie, right?
Star Wars: A Newer Hope.
That should be it right there. Just call it that, Disney. Have some balls, Disney. Go ahead and own it. Just call it A Newer Hope.
A Newer Hope.